Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. Well, it's Saturday afternoon again. I've just got to Chesterfield for the game against MK Dons. As you can see, the sun is shining brightly. Right, we'll make our way. Should be some highlight tones to deal with, but that'll be all right. Although there is quite a lot of stormy clouds about, look, so I think it's going to be changeable conditions. We'll be up and down on that exposure compensation, but I'll just show you the ground. Look, just making our way there now. Yeah, it's I think Chesterfield are 7th, MK Dons are 9th, or the other way around. But yeah, another close tie again, so probably end up sitting at the same end for both halves. But yeah, we shall see. Right, I'll go and get signed on and show you where I'm going to sit. Right, here we are. It is a lovely ground, Chesterfield's ground is. It's really smart. Now then, I've just been chatting to the staff and we have to sit in between the gaps on the ad boards. So I'm going to go 18-yard line just at the auto windscreens gap there, I think. So yeah, lovely bright day. Right, we'll get set up, get my spot sorted and get cracking. Catch up at full time. Well, I'm back in the stands again and I hope you can hear me all right. The ground staff are just mowing the pitch, so it's quite loud, but I'm going to keep my voice raised and hopefully you should be able to hear me all right. But what a game that was. I tell you what, like I said at the start, I stayed the same end. I did move in front of the MK Dons fans because obviously you'll see in a minute, they scored quite early on in the first half and were all over Chesterfield. Chesterfield were poor, really. They just couldn't finish. Couldn't get it in the box, really. It's just lacking someone up front, I think. But I've not studied their form, obviously. But it was a bit poor. So I stayed for MK Don's attack second half because I did Chesterfield attack first half, and I missed the Chesterfield goal. I was just blocked for it. And anyway, Chesterfield improved second half, and lo and behold, they scored in the dying minutes. And again, blocked for it, but did get the celly. Quite a nice celly, you'll see in a minute. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the set and have a quick look through. Right, well, I've done all the match play images are gone, and I've done a second edit and put some stock in as well, so we're all done and dusted, kits away, and I'll get filming here. Anyway, let's have a look. So yeah, nice one on the ground. The sun was shining nicely actually, so it was quite bright, but we did have a heck of a storm before the game started, about an hour to go, but managed to keep dry. I just nipped up into the stand and stewards were fine with that. So anyway, yeah, corner flag. And again, this area here could be used for text. That's why I always leave it. So leave a bit of an area around the corner flag shot. One of the chairs, just general stuff really. That's quite nice. Same as last week. Nice emblem, the nice crest on the AstroTurf. So managed to get that all right. And I actually came across the substitute board lent up in the dugout. So I just snapped one of that as well. Just grab stuff while you can, you know. Might be not get another opportunity. And look at the storm clouds. Just gave that one a bit of clarity, just to make it look a bit stormier. Just in the goal mouth there. And then we've got the players arriving, the MK Dons players arriving. And I was actually stood next to a young lad, and he was shouting every player. So of course they were walking towards me, smiling and looking for a high five or a fist punch. So it worked out quite well. Then went out into the front of the ground just to get some fans arriving. I didn't go to town too much this week, but got one or two. I like this one actually. This old boy leant up the wall waiting for the turnstiles to open, looking at the programme. That worked out quite nice. And then something a bit different, they've got a memorial area around the back, so just went and took one or two of that and sent them in. And back in the ground then. So I didn't get too many of the fans this week. Got the ref and his two assistants warming up, and then just general warm-up really. And I quite like that one, the way that he's taken a shot. Well, they're all shooting practice and he's framed quite nicely, so quite like that one. I left it nice and wide. and one of Will Griggs just warming up there. He's actually just doing some shooting practice, but nice shape to his body, and it looks like he's warming up, so sent that off. One or two of the MK Dons players warming up, and then this young junior MK Dons fan, he clocked me and I clocked him, and he was singing his heart out, bless him, so that made a nice shot. And then we're just about for kick-off now, so I'm in the dugout area, and Paul Cook and Paul Warne just having a bit of an embrace there after the handshake, and I knelt down on me 70-200 and got a lovely shot of Paul Cook, and I love stuff like this, nice portrait of him anyway. It could go with a number of stories, dejection, or or concentration, or which teams you're going to pick this week, so quite like that image. And Paul Warne, he stayed sat down, so just got one or two of him before I then made my way back to my spot. And straight away there was a bit of argy-bargy, and the referee's just trying to calm stuff down here, so that made a nice frame. And of course the highlights were bad today, but thought this was going to go in, but it didn't. Went over the bar, and I thought this was going in as well, but he shot wide and hit the side netting. Paul Cook, he is animated, you'll see in a minute, I've got quite a few of him. Just a throw in straight down the barrel, so I thought I'd send that in, just something nice. And again, I always go on about it, but the R5, even with the crop, it pulls in lovely, and this is keeper just punching a cross out, and there was plenty of argy-bargy today, but that's quite a nice clean shot there, and he was just getting pushed back after he'd headed it away. Got him, and then thought this was going in, but it didn't, got saved. Just one of them games. And then here's the celebration, well, not celebration, number 29 tapped it in from close range, but he tapped it in and he was behind both these players, so totally blocked, unfortunately, but not too bad on the cellies. Managed to fill my boots with the cellies, it was all right. Another shot here, you can see the highlight tones. It was really bright all through the game, and I was up and down the exposure compensation, as you'll no doubt have noticed in the settings, but keeper punching clear here, and then that's quite a nice shot, nice side profile of the keeper, and one of the ball being placed for a corner, like that with the boots in the frame as well. That's quite nice. That's on the 400 obviously. Here we go, here's Cookie, look. He's ever so animated. I could have done a whole set on him really, but just two for today. But yeah, keep an eye on him. Oh, here's another one, bit of reaction, bit of dejection, so I've got it all there in 4 frames. But I like this, at the back of the ground there's Tesco's car park, and it looks like we're flying sideways, but we're not. These lights are actually just so soft at 2.8, makes quite a nice backdrop. Shame about the blinking eye vis, but you can't escape that nowadays, can you? But yeah, nice couple of good pull again on the R5, and I think he won that battle. And one of Paul Cook, just keeping an eye on play again. I like stuff like that, as you know. He went for a goal, it was saved. And then these two, crikey, both got a yellow card in the end, but they had a right tussle and a set to, and then started fighting right in front of me. And as you can see here, I had to mess about with the exposure compensation just to get it right. This bright sky, just I think I've took it up a bit in the shadows as well in Photoshop, but then he got a yellow card, look, but because I'm at +7, I've lost the card, it's burnt out, but it's probably side on to me as well. But yeah, he got a yellow card, and then Matey got a yellow card, but he was stood right in front of the ref, and it was just the ref's back with himself hanging, holding a yellow card up, so I never bothered sending that one. But and then they were at it again. I thought, hey, he's going to get a red card in a minute, but he managed to get away with it. But they were tussling and going to, and he's saying, what ref, what have I done? And he's saying, aren't you going to book him again, ref? But I think the ref had a good game today. But and then he's giving the ref a bit of stick, and just the ref saying, off you go, move off. And then there was another yellow card, yon end, and then, like I said earlier, missed the equaliser in the dying minutes, which was a real shame. But got some nice sellies, and he came back my way and was sort of jumping sideways, and nice fist pump there, and then just jumping in the air and geeing the crowd up. So got some nice sellies there. And I reckon, I haven't read the report yet, but I reckon this could have been a handball. But I didn't get the ball touching his hand, unfortunately, but I think this is Callum Patterson. Is it Patterson? Let's have a look. What did I name him? Yeah, Callum Patterson. Just crossing in, and I'm sure it struck his hand. And you'll see here, look at this, handball lino, because I was right, obviously. I was on the touchline, actually. Forgot to mention that, second half, because I had the, well, actually in here, where we're sat now. This was the MK Dons fans, so I came and sat just on the touchline in front of them. And I risked getting hampered by the lino a bit, but, you know, you get shots like this where he's appealing to the lino. If it had been a handball, that'd have been a nice shot for a penalty, that, wouldn't it? But anyway, it wasn't given, and he went absolutely mental with Patterson, but it wasn't given. And then that's it. Bit of a damp squid, really. So yeah, ended up 1-1, and like I said earlier, they were 7th and 9th in the league. So yeah, I was expecting a bit more. I was expecting MK Dons to win, to be honest. That's why I stayed this end and moved on to the sidelines. But it wasn't to be. But yeah, 1 or 2 thumbs up from the MK Dons players. Nice one of Paul Warren there, just applauding the fans, and then that one to finish. Obviously this was the goal scorer, so I was following him around the pitch, but he never really gave much away, to be honest. No cheering with the lads or anything, but it was definitely a good point saved anyway. But yeah, and that's it. So yeah, where am I next week? I'm trying to think where I am next week. I can't remember where I am now, but actually here comes the rain again. But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Look forward to your comments, and I'm trying to think where I am next week. I think I might be at Lincoln City. Can't remember. I can't remember now, but yeah. Hopefully, if you're there, I'll see you there. But it'd be nice to get back to local ground again. I think I'm Lincoln City or Burton, one of the two. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm going to leave you now with the sounds of the mowers in the background. Hopefully, it'll be all right, this audio, and I'm going to crack on off home. So, thanks for watching, guys. Do let me know if you've had a good game this weekend. It'd be good to see you, see your comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, job's a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and catch up next week. Job's a good one.